What's up, guys? Tanner 5.9 high output here. Um, I wanted to wait to do this video all in one, but I just couldn't wait. I'm currently waiting on the part, but I did a video in the past that was talking about the pedal sensor codes, and I think one of them was the coolant fan speed code. Um, and I was saying that if your battery's voltage is just too low, or they're old batteries, they're weak batteries, they're crappy batteries, that can be the culprit. Um, that still is the case. That still is the case. But I've come to a crossroads here where basically the batteries were part of the issue, but if most of you guys don't know, the driver's side battery is where all the sensors are on this vehicle. The battery voltage sensor that goes to your gauge in the truck, or if you have a tuner and you have a monitor on that, and that's one of your monitors, that is also going to be the same thing. It's the same sensor. It's sending the information to your factory gauge and your monitor, all that. But it's on the driver's side battery. So the passenger side battery is basically the backup, but the alternator charges that battery. Then you have what's called your crossover cable. Sorry if that was too fast, guys. I'm just trying to do a quick one here so I can be more lengthy once I get the part. But I ordered a crossover cable because this past weekend I started the truck up. On Saturday, I was going to go do some stuff, go get some wood, go get some rocks, do some stuff for the wife in the front yard here. And I start the truck up, and I see the battery, the voltage gauge on the truck. It's not like at 8. It's still within the parameters of what the gauge says, but it's not moving. And it was a little cold, so I figured maybe it was just the grid heater on, so I waited. But it took a little longer than usual. And so I popped the hood, and as I popped the hood, the passenger side battery explodes. As you can see, there's acid, all that stuff. I tried to clean it up best I could, but that's going to be for another day because it's kind of stuck on there. But basically what I found out was that if that crossover cable's bad, the truck is telling the alternator to put out more voltage because it sees the driver's side battery very low, and it doesn't read the passenger side battery at all. So when I first thought alternator, because it was overcharging it, I read the voltage the alternator was putting out at the alternator, 18, 19 volts. No, way too much. That explains why the battery exploded. So the other day I come out here, I clean the connections more than I already did like 6 months ago. Clean the connections real good on the crossover cable, put them back on, start the truck up. Oh, I got a new battery too at Costco. They swapped it out, no questions asked, all that. Clean them up, everything, boom. Voltage is back where it's supposed to be. This truck did come from Canada, so there's a little bit of rust here and there. Nothing crazy. I've taken care of most of it, but you still have your fender wells and stuff. But that's not causing the truck to run bad, so I'm looking at that at a later date. No big deal. But if that crossover cable is bad, and you can confirm it's bad, or there's dirty connections or whatever, or it just feels real hard. It is one, I think factory's 1/0 cable. It is 1/0 cable, so it's not going to be bendy like a 14 gauge speaker wire or something. But if you can confirm your crossover cable is bad, then definitely change that, because that can cause you voltage issues, as well as what I was saying about those codes, considering that the more research I've done, that everything comes off the driver's side battery. So if that battery is not getting any voltage, or it's kind of skipping, like in very hot months. The hotter things get, the more resistance you get in wires. That can also explain these codes. So I'm sorry for anybody who went out and bought batteries and hope that would fix it. I'm kind of learning as you guys do too, but in my personal case, I know for a fact those batteries were not really that good anyway. So stay tuned. I will explain a lot more when I get the part. I'll try to show you guys a little bit of an install here. I'm kind of I'm by myself here, so I kind of just have to show you what I did. I will show you, like, run you through it, but I don't really have a mount that can hold the camera while I'm doing all that, and I'm not very good at editing. So stay tuned, guys, and I will get back to you here. Hopefully the part's here by Friday. I think it said it's going to be here by Halloween on Monday. So whenever it gets here, I will do it. But I will make this a part 1 of 2, so that way you guys know there's something coming up. And I think that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Subscribe, like, all that stuff. And I'll be back with you as soon as the part gets here. Thanks, guys.